What's going on, y'all? It's Paul the Barbarian. I know it's been a little bit of time. I've got a couple of videos in process right now being edited by my good buddy Ryan. But I've got content coming. Jeez, COVID's thrown everything out the window. But you know what? It is what it is. It's fall time. I hope everybody's staying safe, getting ready to get into the colder months. I'm prepped for it. I'm planning on getting to work. Today we're gonna make a real quick talk about chin straps and placements and such. One thing that drives me nuts, one thing I saw at Blood and Steel up in New Hampshire the 2 weekends ago now, Brent Freeman, his chin strap was not adequate, and his helmet started moving back, and he got a big old gash in the middle of his forehead from his helmet. Your helmet can hurt you. You have to make sure it's secured. You want to keep it there. We're rolling around. You got somebody with their arms around around your helmet. They're not trying to rip your helmet off, but you're going to try and fight. It's going to move. You want to make sure that it's sectioned on there. You want to make sure it's tight and it's safe and you're safe. So I'm going to use my little buddy here, Cluster. I'm going to keep hitting the table and make it all vibrate and such. So chin straps. There's two different ways you can do this. There's a couple different ways, but the way I prescribe, there's a 4-point system, which means it has 4 different points that it attaches to your helmet and it goes around your chin and everything else like that. And then I use a 2-strap system where it's 2 separate straps. A 4-point is 1 strap. Here, I have them drawn out because I'm a goofy bugger. That's a 4-point right here. Okay, it's got 4 attachment points, and then you got a cup for your chin. I don't like using athletic chin cups because they slide around on my beard. Most of us have facial hair or other such, but they are designed to sit on your chin. I usually just take a piece of leather, slit a hole in it, and put my chin in it. I'll show inside my helmet. But real quick, proper placement of chin strap points. We're going to go for above the ear and probably a little bit below on your chin line or along your jawline, because that's where Lester's got his going. It's like kind of like right there. So it's usually there and usually there, if we can see those 2 marks. See what this does, this one pulls the helmet down on your head. This one pulls the back of the helmet forward and pulling your face out of the, pulls your whole helmet forward and pulls your face out of the grill. You don't want your nose jacket in there, and you don't want a big blow to just bang you right in the mouth. That used to happen with this thing. If you spun around, my nose sits right inside of here, so it would it would knock this around and give me all kinds of cuts and stuff. That's why I'm usually covered in blood in the olden days. Occasionally happens now when my helmet's not sitting on exactly right. So these 2 points here, you might even go a little bit higher with this one just to hold it, give it more down pressure. That's kind of a thing. So a 4-point chin strap does all of that. It's all. Get out of here. I don't need you anymore. That strap, this little strap here, attaches to the big strap and goes down to your chin cup. It's a little bit more spread out than that kind of thing, but it works out. My helmet, otherwise, ignore the mess that I have going on here. Where is it at? Here we go. This goes underneath of my chin. That's what most helmets come with. They come with just the 1 down strap, and that's what Brennan had. So then I have one that attaches to my bars at the bottom, and that is actually how it's shaped. It's attached to the bars at the bottom side, and it goes around my chin, and it pulls the back of my helmet forward. Pulls my face out of my face guard. So most helmets come with a straight down strap that goes underneath your chin. It's a lot of you, the Eastern European guys, because their helmets are small and they don't jostle around their head so much. I usually suggest putting a completely separate strap lower on your jawline, a little bit further back, so it is a little bit more dynamic and holds your face there. A couple of them come with them just going along the bottom side of your jawline too. That also, this helmet actually just has that chin strap going straight across the backside. That's good for pulling it out and keeping it off your face, but it doesn't really pull the helmet on your head nearly as well. So what my suggestion will be is to then put in that second chin strap, or make it a 4-point chin strap and move the chin strap around. When you buy a helmet, it's not, they say it's battle ready and everything else like that. You still got to put foam in it. You still got to mess around with the liner. You still got to mess around with the chin strap. Very important pieces to know. Getting that chin strap right. You're going to go through a couple of fights and be like, oh, okay. Once you start fighting it and the foam starts to compress a little bit, or your everything starts to loosen up a little bit after a little while, you might have to readjust it. That happens. So I don't want to see people getting like knocks in their heads from their helmet. Like that's the worst thing is when your own freaking helmet hurts you. Brendan he's got a serious cut on his forehead, which was great. I mean, head wounds bleed like a stuck pig, and they're really dynamic and everything like that. But it's really annoying when you have to stop fighting because you got a cut on your head, get eggs and such. It's you need to make sure that it's well situated on your head. A thing about helmet liners, mine is completely sewn in. It's completely sewn in all the way across and all the way around. Do not attach your chin strap to your helmet liner. Helmet liners move around their fabric. They stretch, they rip, they do all kinds of stuff. You want the helmet to be strapped to your head. The helmet liner is there to hold the helmet actually off of your head. It's a suspension liner like any kind of hard hat that you would buy, like you would get in construction, where the helmet's actually not touching your head. We put rings of foam in here. I have a ring of foam going around this way and a little bit up the sides just because this cone already sits off my head, just to give you a little bit of egg crate in there. But realistically, what is holding the helmet off of my head and taking a lot of the brunt is the liner. Because when you hit it, it's going to shift a little bit. It takes a lot of the force out with that little shift. The foam takes up the rest of the force, but that inner liner, which is actually sewn in and completely attached, is actually doing a lot of the work, taking blows out and making sure you're not getting like rattling your skull around. That's how concussions happen. Your brain just rattles around in your skull and rattles. It's one of those things like longevity in the sport, not getting taken out by concussions. I know several friends that have like had like to take three months off, 6 months off because concussion screwed them up. Don't just expect foam to take all of the blunt because big hits happen. You get grappled up, people are holding you still and just hammer you. Happens. It's part of the sport. But you want to make sure that your helmet's well situated. And you need to talk to your leaders. You need to talk to the veterans and make sure that you're well situated before you go to a bigger fight. Doing practices and stuff, you can figure this out. Take armor days. Make sure that you are asking questions about why your helmet is doing certain thing or why your armor is doing something weird and you don't really understand it. If it's probably mostly run-of-the-mill kind of thing, but if there's like a major issue, find it before you go to a big tournament and get hurt doing it. I know that everything's been kind of slow. We haven't had a lot of tournaments, not a lot of fights going on. All the different leagues are we're all dealing with COVID and the best we can. Blood and Steel, we were all staying away from each other, and when we didn't have helmets on, we had masks on. 10 on 10s, brutal at the most. I had chopped more people in those fights than I have in a good while, and it was insanely fun. Apparently, I figured out the chop function on my axe. Well, I'll take it. So just have to do some research, question. You can look at different athletic chin straps. Usually they are not built to take as much brutal like force as we do. I make all of my own chin straps. I engineer them myself out of stronger materials. I'll do up a little video showing how I make my chin straps. This system has done me great. It's paid out in dividends. It's a little bit harder to get at 2 different straps, and it's a little bit more finicky, but at the same time, you can't rip this off my head. The only thing you can really do is tip it a little bit further forward, but then I have a Simon strap which holds it onto my body anyways. So it's a very important part to make sure your chin strap is well placed and well situated, and to make sure you're safe. I mean, Brendan didn't die or anything else like that. He doesn't have any leg concussion or anything like that, but he got a big old cut on his head. You want to try and stay away from that as much as possible. I suggested to Tim, and I showed him the inside of my helmet. He's like, "Oh, that seems like a good plan." I'm like, "Yeah, well, that little down chin strap does enough to hold it down, but it doesn't hold it away from your face, and it doesn't like hold it there. That putting 2 straps, putting a 4-point where it all focuses everything and it holds it right there. It's where you want to be." And it just takes time. It takes a little bit of research and asking questions. I'm gonna be putting up some more YouTube stuff, putting up some more videos. I've got a whole lot of stuff going on Instagram, Facebook. I gotta kick that back into gear. If anybody's tried to order shirts in the last 6 months, it's been annoying going back and forth with those guys, Big Cartel and Printful. But at the same time, I've figured out everything on that end, and they're sending stuff out and being pretty punctual about things. So I'll leave a link in the description below for that. Like, subscribe the video, hit me up on Facebook, Instagram in the comments. If you have questions, I'm making videos, I'm doing content. Just kind of gotta push, and keep it all going. I hope everybody else is staying safe. Keep kicking it. Check out the Night Saw. Those guys are doing some serious work. The battle days look great. They're doing some foam fighting. We'll probably do a video about foam kits. Once mine comes in the mail, I'll do a full video about foam kits and where to get them. It's actually probably the best way to start into the sport and to really start banging away at it and get you going and get you moving. If you've never like picked up a sword and fought anybody in armor or anything else like that, it's a good step to take. So check out the Night Saw. They've got online classes, all kinds of stuff like that. I hope everyone has a great day. Hit me up. I'll talk to you later.